Hi there, today I'm going to talk about questions. The subject in question is usually after the first verb. For example, will Tom be here tomorrow? If you can see, we have an auxiliary verb, in this case, will. Tom is the subject plus the verb and the complement. The next one, have you been working hard? Have is a verb. However, in question, we only change the verb at the beginning or the auxiliary at the beginning and the rest continue in the same form. When was the house built? The subject is after the first verb. In this case, is Catherine working today? Not is working Catherine. Is Catherine. The subject goes after the verb. Here we have the structure. Subject, verb. Tom will, subject, and the verb. Will you? You have, subject, and the verb. The house was, subject, and the verb. Now, in question. The verb, will Tom? Have you? Was the house? In present simple we use do or does. For example, do you live? Does the film? Do you live near here? What time does the film start? In past simple question we use did. For example, do you saw? Did a train stop? Did you sell your car? Why did the train stop? But don't use do, does, did after who, what, etc. in the subject of the sentence. Compare. Who is the object? Emma found somebody. We use the question who to wonder about somebody. Who did Emma phone? Who? Somebody. I don't know who, but somebody. Who is the subject in this case? Most of the time we are not going to use after who an auxiliary. We are going to use directly the verb. Somebody phoned Emma. The subject who. We can replace somebody by who. Somebody by who. Who phoned Emma? In these examples, who, what, etc. is a subject. Who wants something to eat? Not who does want. We don't use auxiliary in this case. We don't use auxiliary. Remember this. What happened to you last night? Not what did happen. What happened to you last night? How many people came to the party? Not did come. How many people came? Which bus goes to the counter? If you can see, we are not using the auxiliary as in the previous examples. Did, do, will, have, could, should, would. Who wants? What happened? How many people came? What happened to you? Which bus go? Which bus goes? In this case, in questions beginning who, what, which, where, prepositions in, for, etc. usually go at the end. For example, where are you from? ¿De dónde eres? Where are you from? What was the weather like? ¿Cómo estaba el clima? In Spanish we say, ¿cómo estaba el clima? ¿Cómo? If we want to translate it this way, we are going to use ¿cómo at the end. ¿De dónde eres? ¿De dónde? El de va al final. ¿De? Al final. Where are you from? ¿De dónde eres? What was the weather like? ¿Cómo estaba el clima? Who do you want to speak to? ¿Con quién quieres hablar? Who do you want to speak to? Which job has Tina applied for? In this case, ¿para qué trabajo aplicó Tina? You can use preposition whom in formal style. For example, to whom do you wish to speak? To whom do you wish to speak? Isn't it? Did you? Negative questions. We use negative questions especially to show surprise. For example, didn't you hear the doorbell? I rang it 3 times. Or we will expect the listener to agree with us. For example, haven't you met before? Yes, I think we have. Haven't we met before? ¿No nos habíamos encontrado antes? Know the meaning of yes and no in negative answers to negative questions. Don't you wanna go? Yes. Yes, I wanna go. Or, no, I don't wanna go. We often use negative questions with why. For example, why don't we eat out tonight? Why wasn't Emma at work yesterday? Do you know where? I don't know why. Could you tell what? Etc. We say, where has Tom gone? But do you know where Tom has gone? Not has Tom gone. When we have two questions in the same sentence, we are going to use this. We only change the form at the beginning of a sentence. The first sentence is going to be in the question form, and the second one is going to be as a normal sentence. As you can see here, we are using the auxiliary. In the next sentence, we are not going to use the auxiliary anymore. We only use at the beginning. Even when we have where Tom has gone, we only use once. For example, when the question where has Tom, we have another kind of question. Do you know? I don't know. Can you tell me? Etc. What time is it? But do you know what time it is? Who are those people? I don't know who those people are. Where can I find Louis? Can you tell me where I can find Louis? When we use an auxiliary, the auxiliary doesn't have a meaning. It's only to recognize the sentence, to recognize in which things we are talking about. How much will it cost? Do you have any idea how much it will cost? Be careful with do, did, and does in questions. We say, what time does the film start? But do you know what time the film starts? If you can see, we are questioning about the film. What time the film starts? We are not talking about you. We are talking about the film. We are making a question about the film. That is the reason we use the auxiliary does. What time does the film start? Because I'm wondering about the film. What do you mean? Please explain me. What do you mean? Why did she leave early? I wonder why early. Use if or whether. Whether and if means the same. Where there is no other question word, what, why, etc. For example, did anybody see you? But I don't know if anybody saw me or whether anybody saw me. He asked me where. The same changes in the word or the happens in question will report the speech. Compare. Indirect speech. The police officer said to us, where are you going? The second one, reported speech. The police officer asked us where we were going. The next one, Claire asked, what time do the shops close? In reported speech, Claire wanted to know what time the shops closed. In reported speech, the verb usually changes to past, where, closed, etc. Study these examples. You have a job interview, and the interviewer asks you these questions. Are you willing to travel? What do you do in your spare time? Or what do you do in your free time? Or what do you do for fun? How long have you been working in your present job? Where did you apply for the job? Can you speak any other languages? Do you have a driving license? Later, you tell a friend what the interview asked you. You use reported speech. She asked me if or whether I was willing to travel. She wanted to know what I did in my spare time. She asked how long I had been working in my present job. She asked me why I applied for the job or why I applied for the job. She wanted to know if or whether I could speak any other languages. She asked whether I had a driving license. If you can see, in this part we have the past form. We use a past form for reported speech. And that's it for today. If you have any doubt, let me know. See you soon.